to our continuing live coverage of the China Open here in beautiful Changzhou City in Jiangsu Province. It's one of the biggest events on the HSBC BWF World Tour calendar. It's all been happening right here at the Changzhou Olympic Sports Center. It's day 4 of the competition. That is quarterfinals Friday. A lot of big matches coming up, and ultimately it's all about this. The HSBC BWF World Tour Finals trophy today brought on by our BWF referee Chris Lawrence, one of our VIPs in attendance, and we're very happy for all of them to be here. That trophy, of course, will be distributed at the end of the year World Tour Finals in Hangzhou, and that's not that far off now, just a couple of months. So here's the order of play for session 1. 2 sessions of play on quarterfinals Friday, one at 10 a.m. and one at 5 p.m. Midorikawa and Saito in the mixed doubles taking on Cheng and Zhang. That'll be followed by the women's singles. Everyone is waiting for this match. Yo Jamin has been in great form this week up against the newly minted starlet Tomoka Miyazaki, the 18-year-old. Up after that, the mixed doubles Zhang Zhenbang and Wei Yazin continue their great run this week. Number 3 seeds up against Go Sun Huat and Siobhan Lai Jamie from Malaysia. Up after that, it's the men's doubles, and it's a new partnership of players that we already know. Shoaib Fikri and Daniel Martin combined made it to the quarterfinals up against Kja and Sogard from Denmark, number 8 seeds. Then it's the number 7 seed Aya Ahori in the women's singles taking on Pornpawi Chochuong. That's session 1. As I said, session 2 will be kicking off at 5 p.m. local time. That will feature the likes of Jonathan Christie, Leilan Zi, Beikana, Lee So-hee, Anders Antonsen, Anthony Ginting, and Kunlevit Vitasan, the world champion. Don't miss any of those matches. So looking at the mixed doubles draw, this is section 2 of the draw, and one of the usual suspects still in there. Midorikawa, Saito, Cheng, Zhang. The winner of this match will play Zhang Zhenbang, Wei Yazin, or Go Sun Huat and Siobhan Lai. Also in this section of the draw, Ferdinand with Jaja, Feng and Huang, Hu Cheng, and of course Hoff and Mylon from Denmark.
"女士们、先生们，现在让我们用欢呼声欢迎运动员们！"
Now please give a warmly welcome to the players.
1号场地混合双打比赛，
Mixed doubles on court 1.
由来自日本的绿川大辉斋藤向对阵来自中国的长兴张弛。
Midorikawa, Natsu Saito, Japan versus Cheng Zhang China.
裁判员范 C 打单，印度罚球裁判大国利亚艾迪里辛格斯里兰卡。
Umpire, Fancy Japan, India.
Fascinating match to kick off court one's action on quarterfinal Friday. Getting ready for the coin toss, which will be executed by Fine C. Dalton, who's the umpire for this one. Joined by, as you can see, Lakpriya Singer, service substitution. First meeting between these pairs. With the coin toss executed, getting into the warm-ups. Honoured to have with me in the commentary box this morning our resident badminton expert and former Danish national coach, Steen Pedersen, is here. Steen? Good matchup for quarterfinals Friday?
Yeah, they've never really played each other before, so the Chinese pair is a fairly new combination, whilst we know the Japanese, and they are always fun to watch. So what can they do, this new Chinese combination? They're really strong in the mixed doubles department. China.
Well, Cheng was out in the first round with a different opponent, a different partner last year. That was Cheng's final queen. Midorikawa and Saito out in the second round last year. Cheng 22 years old, as you can see, from Jiangxi province. and peaking at 22 in the world right now. This is actually their 7th quarterfinal, looking for their 5th semi-final, and that is a great conversion rate. Titov and Kantemir were their first opponents at 27 minutes. Vestergaard and Bush, 61 minutes, dropped a game in the round 2. So it hasn't been flawless this week by any margin at all. But they were quarterfinalists in Hong Kong recently, 3rd in Korea and Japan, 2nd in Spain, quarterfinals in Swiss, and also won the Orléans Masters. Now on the other side of the net, Midorikawa is 24 years old, was born in Saitama in Japan. This is their 6th quarterfinal. And looking for their 4th semi-final. Quarterfinalists at the China Masters, the Swiss Open, 3rd at the Thai Masters, 2nd at the Indonesia Masters, and quarterfinalists right at the start of the year at the Malaysia Open. So both have had pretty decent 2024 so far. And the winner of this match, as you saw earlier, if we look at their first results, Ye and Li from Chinese Taipei, that was a walkover. Tang Chunman and Si Ying Sweat, the number 7 seeds, in 56 minutes, and that was yesterday. So they also dropped a game in round 2. There's confirmation of our umpire for the first match on court 1. I'm Si Darwin. Joined by Lakpriya Durasinga in the service judge position. So about ready to get underway.
Ladies and gentlemen, on the right, Hiroki Midorikawa and Nato Saito, Japan. And on my left, Cheng and Zhang, China. Zhang to serve to Saito. Love all. Play.
Zhang to Saito for the opening serve. As you were saying, Steen, the rise of Chinese mixed doubles pairs. A few of them these days.
Yeah, and I mean, we know that they've been dominating with the Olympics in Tokyo and all Chinese final. Then Wang Yilu, the Olympic champion of 2020, retiring. Yeah. Huang Dongping with a new partner. Then Zhang Jinbang and Wei Yexin coming up, but also this pair here, and a pair that got knocked out early on in the tournament, but a really strong Gu Xinhua and Chen Fanghui, you mentioned, who played with Cheng Xin earlier on as well. So
it's not uncommon.
It's really healthy
when you have that many players to be mixing and matching to find out who can give you the best results, which pair can give you the best results.
Yeah.
But as we said yesterday, if the ages of these pairs, it's actually the significant part, 22, 21, 23, 24. I mean, it's a very young part of their careers to be hitting the high marks.
Yeah, and I mean, this should be a good opportunity for both pairs. None of them have ever been in a Super 1000 semi-final before.
Yeah.
3, 2.
Well, Midorikawa and Saito have edged ahead as both pairs look to find their rhythm early on.
Excellent net play by Natsu Saito, putting it away. Midorikawa super quick on his feet, and Saito strong on the front court. I'm not that familiar with the Chinese pair, so bits and pieces of their match yesterday against Vestergaard and Bush, but I can't really
right. Well, they
tell
are
you
pretty new.
their strengths.
I think over the next few months, we're all going to see exactly how far they can go.
And it's a good chance for the new pair, young pairs, and even older pairs who perhaps didn't perform that well at the Olympics with 5 seeded pairs out of the tournament prior to the start of competition. Only 3 of the original seeds left. And
yeah, you were saying that they got bumped up to being seeded. Some of the new pairs got bumped up into being seeded pairs. A lot of withdrawals early on. Led to a lot of walkovers and buys in the restructured draw.
that could also mean that this being a little bit uncharted territory for both pairs, that could be a lot of tension here in the opening stages. Midorikawa and Saito, they've played one quarterfinal. That was Malaysia Open, where they lost to their compatriots. The now split pairing of Watanabe and Higashino.
That's right. After the Olympics, they are no longer. Well, points being spread evenly so far. Five. Cheng on serve.
I was surprised to see the Japanese winning the coin toss and not choosing a side, because the arena here in Changzhou, the Olympic Sports Center, it has been really, really drifty throughout the week. We've had lots of 3-game matches where the first 2 games are pretty quickly decided because of the sides. There's one good side and one not so good side.
The good side, if you have just joined us and you haven't seen it for the rest of the week, is the farther side, as you see it on your screen.
Yeah.
So the drift blowing from bottom to top.
Yeah, in the mixed doubles, the mixed doubles is perhaps the discipline that's the least affected by it. So in that matter, there's some sense to it, because you really don't want to lift in the mixed doubles no matter what. But of course, it's a part of your plan that you should try and make the court big, and that's what Cheng and Zhang has the possibility to do here. They can play the backcourt of the Japanese with a little bit more ease, as that's up against the drift, whilst the Japanese, as you saw, that shot from Midorikawa went long of the backcourt, so they've got to be really, really careful. That's why it's a little bit more important for the Japanese to get the attack here in the first game.
Playing to form and playing to the drift, Cheng and Zhang 10-6 up on the brink of the mid-game interval. In fact, it was Pearly Tan and Tina, that's right, who came out in the press yesterday and said that it was actually principally the drift that was the reason they were blown out. That was the exact term they used, blown out of the
Did you say that?
Yeah.
But they played one game on each side.
Yeah, exactly. Back on court. Chi with the serve. I have actually seen them play a couple of matches, this pairing. And Zhang Chi very, very effective at the net.
it's often the case that Chinese female mixed doubles players seem to be superior to most of their international competitors. Japanese coach was Saito. Normally Jeremy Gan, Malaysian-born coach that's taking care of the mixed doubles in Japan, but that suggests to me that the Gan is having a little vacation after the Olympics, or it's
with
more a company tournament for the Japanese team, which is also with a certain Japanese company.
So 13-8, Cheng and Zhang continuing on, keeping this nice 5-point buffer.
Yeah, the Japanese haven't really got anything going so far. A nervous start. Seems like the Chinese have brushed that off quicker.
Yeah, they've certainly hit the ground running.
So it's over. 9-13.
Oi. Full serve. That's a big miss from Midorikawa.
14-9. Well, this is a chance for Midorikawa and Saito. Pull back a couple of points here. You might be still in the running for this first game. Next 2 points are pretty crucial. Zhang being very useful. Nice movement there. Great stuff from the Chinese player. Zhang, as you saw, just marshalling that net line. In the end, the setup comes, and it's Cheng's in with a big shot from the back. Oh, fantastic.
It's called out. No objection from Cheng and Zhang.
Oh, what a great idea. We'll have a much better look at it now.
Oh no, it was out.
Close, but no cigar. Great reach from Zhang.
But that's a good shot.
Oh, wonderful stuff from her. That's beautiful. 3 awesome shots at the net.
That shot
that
there,
was the
that
one, yeah.
is a beauty. That turns it all around, the initiative in the rally. The Japanese had done a good job for one of the first times here where they actually earned their attack, but what a shot from Zhang.
So 16-11. I said those 2 points were crucial, and this is why. Now got at least a line of sight to the end of this game. Still that 4-point buffer that they can afford a couple of mistakes. For Midorikawa and Saito, it has to be as composed as possible. Certainly no mistakes or extra mistakes from here.
13-16.
play. He's good at finding the openings, Midorikawa.
It's another great hand to play. Another wonderful rally. Again, clip the net. You just saw from the replay there again how instrumental Zhang was. The net, and she found it again. Push to the left side.
That's the move that they made at 7-6. Cheng and Zhang, that they're still feeding off, maintaining that cushion of 3-4 points.
Up to 6. As has been the case for most of the week due to the very serious wind conditions here. It's that pair on the further side that's going to win this first game. Oh, that's nice from That's great from Zhang again. Oh, just couldn't put the little flamboyant touch on at the end. Zhang is absolutely all over that net right now.
Let's change the tune. Normally coaching men's doubles, but since the Chinese team has so many mixed doubles involved in this tournament here, they're spreading the workload. So Yang Ming is focusing on the two top pairings, I would suggest. Huang Dongping and Zhang Shenbang and Wei Yazhen.
So 5 game points, it was 6. And this is where having a buffer really does help. Certainly don't want to be locked up at 17, 18 points. Or Chenzing. And she switches directions. So 21-15. Chinese pair off to the races.
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds.
So this is going to be, as they get back on court for game 2, the real acid test to see how well Cheng and Zhang can perform on this side of the court, the nearest side.
Second game,
And also, of course, whether Midorikawa and Saito can make the most of that further side. But as you said earlier, Steen, it's basically just a question in mixed doubles of whether you can have that restricted play or an open, more open court.
Yeah, Midorikawa and Saito, they're relying, especially Midorikawa, is relying a lot on his speed of movement. I don't think this is necessarily his preferred playing conditions. He would prefer slow playing conditions that would give him a bigger advantage in terms of movement. He's not a big hitter.
Yeah.
So he relies on outmaneuvering the opponents, but this far side where he can play up against the drift, that's definitely going to give him a better chance. Interesting that Shoji Sato, the Japanese coach, he was asked by a referee to remove his tracksuit top.
Oh, really?
I wonder if there's been some advertising.
Seems like an odd request. Yeah, it must be some kind of apparel.
It's not allowed.
Sponsorship thing. Oh, I can see that he has dutifully obliged. That's good.
Good move by Natsu Saito towards that corner where Cheng was about to play back at the net.
Certainly made her
Definitely would have picked up on that in his peripheral vision, Cheng. The service situation becomes super important now for the Japanese pair. Would be good for them if they can push a little bit on the service return or just drop it below the top of the tape. They're also relying on really good serves. Their own perspective. Otherwise the Chinese will go up and take the initiative.
I think Cheng almost stole that initiative, but then the big hit at the back. I think that's a snap string. A unique sound. There you can see it.
And there's some mistimings as well due to the drift. The shuttle stops a little early. You can see he was quick with his racket. A little bit easier.
Seeing that replay there, he just made sure he pulled a little bit back on that swing. It's all about adaptability, learning from each of the mistakes. Pushed out long.
That's exactly where you need a better angle.
Steeper angle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just blocked it. Should have blocked it and gotten a much better opportunity after that. So that's a missed opportunity for Zhang.
5-3 up. Midorikawa and Saito. And if they're going to start pushing away, this would be the right place to be doing it. Remember, Cheng and Zhang were essentially nursing a 5 to a 4 or 4 or 5 point buffer throughout the entirety of that first game. That really helped him at the end.
Here, Midorikawa gets the lift to the mid-court area, and of course he can put that away. Lovely shot there, going cross. You can see Cheng was moving to the right to help Cheng Ji. That's not her name. Her name is Zhang Chi. Good lift, good trajectory. That's too high.
Long variation from Cheng.
when you're standing on the far side, you want to be lifting relatively flat so that you have some leverage in the defense and you have the opportunity to turn it around. Playing it way, way high, you leave way too much initiative for your opponents.
And options.
Yeah.
Mistake there by Saito, and it's now a 1 point difference. You need to be performing a little bit better, Midorikawa and Saito. Tightening it up. Key point for Zhang. She takes to serve. We tied up at 6. Yes, they can.
Well placed, the service, but you simply cannot afford to make errors like that.
Could be costly, very costly for Hiroki Midorikawa. That's another one. So first lead for Cheng and Zhang. Well, both have had their attacking opportunities, but I think it's safe to say that Cheng and Zhang have converted theirs a lot more frequently. Midorikawa and Saito have neglected theirs a few times.
7 all.
It's not a fantastic service return either, but Cheng completely missed it. When you're playing the near side here on all the relatively slow-paced shots from the opponent, you've got to step into it because otherwise it won't reach you. Your timing will be off.
And we seem to have hit a bit of a miss-serve patch here. Well, now we're underway. It's 3 points lost to weak serves. Nice from Midorikawa at the back. Just outfoxes Zhang. Well, they did manage to edge themselves in the lead, but now a lapse in concentration.
And it's also visible to me that this is pairs that are a little bit further down the world ranking, and they're not that experienced in playing in drifty conditions. Yeah.
Big challenge coming.
The line.
Certainly did. So, first challenge of the day. Oh, just out.
One challenge remaining. Service over. 9 all.
That was a key point for Midorikawa and Saito. 9 all. They have still yet to get away from their opponents in terms of the scoreline. They need to. Sorry, that's Zhang, yeah. Look at it here. Really gets on top of it. The 10-9 on the cusp of the second mid-game interval. And they're not quite there yet. Let's push into the corner. So 11-10, Midorikawa and Saito, and they are ahead, but I just feel it needs to be a bit more.
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds.
没问题，拿进攻。
11-10.
一分个牙，一分个牙。
Eight.
That's just wide. So still locked in a battle. Now it's at 11-11. It was 7-7, 9-9. Midorikawa and Saito just not being able to pull away. It's a dangerous situation for them, being one game down.
Service return.
Great service return.
Service over. Grab left.
That's definitely going to merit a wipe down. You can actually see the moisture on court right now.
A little deception there because there's a little movement before he hits at Midorikawa that sort of pins Zhang to her spot. Following the straight reply from Midorikawa.
Now 12-11. Again, a crucial couple of points here. Not 2 or 3 points. 3 points would be very, very important. Oh, straight on the line from Cheng. That's a good start. Got behind as well. It's a big thumbs up from his partner.
Saito.
Saito tried to kill that off early, yeah. Oh, it's wonderful from Zhang. Just redirected that shuttle into a decent, different place on court.
A wonderful net battle here. That's what I expected more of from the opening stages.
So 13-12. A little bit out of position, Cheng and Zhang, but they're making it work.
Beautiful play by Zhang. Those net crosses keeps the initiative because you could see Saito, she was moving forward. She was ready to play a creative shot had it been a straight reply from Zhang. The crosses there maintained the initiative on the Chinese side. Great play by Cheng.
They've got a 2-point lead just when they need it. 14-12. steadily building in the Japanese pair.
He's looked a bit casual throughout the game here, Midorikawa. Perhaps that's a sign of tension.
Well, either way, he's going to have to pick it up now, right now. It's always going to land in from that side of the court.
13-15.
Well, a couple of points later, and they are back in it. But not really by their design. And they make the most of this opportunity. Midorikawa and Saito.
Bigger.
Oh, you should have left that. That was well on its way out. Instinctive reaction from Cheng, and it was the wrong one. Shake of the head.
Nerves are jangling. They're just 6 points away from reaching the semi-final in their home tournament.
Oh, he should have left that. Absolutely should have left that. Oh, hindsight's great. Cheng, 15 all.
Oh, yeah, that's beautiful play.
First mistakes we see of that quality from Zhang.
Yeah, but we can see how Midorikawa and Saito are wisely using the full court. I love the figures from Midorikawa.
So they edge into the lead, 16-15. Remember, they were actually 4 points back. 1 point in the second game. They've at least dispensed that pressure, give themselves a chance, a lifeline almost. That's a wonderful return from Zhang.
Deception on that service return. Really been returning well, Midorikawa.
And at just the right time. 17-16 now. And if you just remember back at 15-11, we gifted a couple of points by Cheng and Zhang. As I said, they have made the most of it. Oh, nice reset there by Saito.
Gone way, way low.
18-16.
Get out of jail card free is what they've got.
6 of the last 7 points.
Yeah.
From the Japanese.
Some gifted, some really well executed. But either way, they're 2 points up and 3 points away from a third deciding game, which will be a psychological blow to Cheng and Zhang, who are actually built up a fair amount of momentum. Again. And this time he leaves it. Nice net exchange there as well in that rally.
Thanks.
What was the delay?
I didn't see any. Yeah, maybe it was a celebration. Who knows? But Ryan Darlin definitely wants to keep the pace up in this match. 27 shots, longest rally so far. Nice pick up there by Cheng. Now on the attack. That's looked like it was heading out. Oh, he's just playing to the crowd now. 18-all. Saito looking a little bit frustrated. It's Zhang that seems to be being targeted for the delays here. I still can't see why. I still can't see what she's done.
There's a Japanese who has to go towel down.
So 18-all, and it's a shootout. Cheng and Zhang looking for a semi-final berth at a Super 1000 event. Midorikawa and Saito looking for another chance. Saito almost off court.
Wide, and they're targeting Saito every time they have a chance in the attack. Cheng and Zhang Qi.
She was very far off court and she took that. And there's the frustration on her face. She's not happy with her output. Midorikawa has indeed stepped into the breach. He's the one that's kept this opportunity alive, in all honesty.
Does he have the guts to flick here when it's this close?
19-all, as we said. Cheng and Zhang had a 4-point buffer at this stage in the first game, and this is just too close. Midorikawa and Saito. Oh, is that wow? Out. No. That's been called in. Well, it looked out from up here. We are quite high up. So it's going to have to be the undisputed truth of Hawkeye. And this is such a key point. Wow. It's nothing but white. So.
No challenges remaining. Service over.
Well, no challenges remaining might not mean much, and it is match point.
Cheng. Right.
So
careful play by Cheng. And now he goes big. The crowd are willing that shuttle down.
this one of the match. Oh, you want to pick up?
They've done it. That was indeed the best rally of the match, save for the match point itself. So, in their 7th quarterfinal, they had indeed found their 5th semi-final of this year, Cheng and Zhang. But what's more important is it's on home soil. It's in Jiangsu province, and it's at a Super 1000 event. Will this herald the true arrival of this great pair? Played very well. I think that was Zhang apologizing for whatever delay she made. And the home crowd are loving it. 21-15, 21-19. Spirited comeback in the second from Midorikawa and Saito, but it just wasn't enough, and this really was rally of the match. Great defense, but soon it was just the Chinese pair pounding down. This wonderful drop shot touches the top of the line. Look at that from that angle, unreturnable. And that's what it means, Cheng. And there's confirmation of it, 21:15, 21:19. Just under 40 minutes. Welcome back to our continuing live coverage of the China Open here in Changzhou, at the Changzhou Olympic Sports Center. It's quarterfinals Friday, a real treat for the fans. A lot of China players and pairs still in the mix in the hunt for the semi-final berths. And up next on court one, well, it's an absolute cracker of a match in the women's singles. You know, Jiamin has been in fine form, the Singaporean, ever since the Olympics, up against, well, a lady, or a girl, I should say, that a lot of people are talking about, Tomoka